It was good to see you guys play Glastonbury and the big festivals and stuff and play a main stage. And I thought you handled it, like you say, really admirably, considering that you put a lot of pressure on yourselves. Is it something that took a while to get used to moving out of the clubs and into a field?
I think when you're just sort of given that job to do that, you just sort of pretend like it's going to work. Just pretend like either they're not there or they're just witnessing something. I mean, you're sort of very far away from their audience at that point, and the intimacy is gone from a small club. And we're not really like a arena anthems kind of band or something, So.
Well, it's true. I mean, you haven't got exploding cod pieces and revolving stages or anything. But
that's true. So, songs. Yeah, that's all you have left. Is like because you sort of for two people to sort of win over 50,000 people, it can be quite difficult, especially because we don't have anything to fall back on. There's no loops or drum machines or samples or anything.
I think that's what's so endearing about seeing you guys in front of so many people is the fact that you go up there and there's no pretension and you're not trying to do anything else apart from reinterpret the music that you've already put down on a record over 3 days. I mean, it's you're spending like an hour playing songs that you spend 3 days recording. I mean, it's not that much of a difference really at the end of the day. Have you thought about how you're going to maintain the intimacy of, or bring some of that intimacy back the more popular you get? Because I can guarantee that this record is going to do very well and people are going to go out and buy it. I mean, you can't guarantee that, but I can. Hopefully.
Okay.
And you will be in a position, I think, to play larger venues than you have before. Do you think that you'll try and keep it at a level?
Yeah, I think we're not going to go past some certain level, even if there is opportunity to do that. It's just it's very hard for when you start playing 6,000 seat places or something for a band like us. We're so used to and need that intimacy to feed back and forth. It just will feel not very comfortable. It'll feel like you start becoming like entertainers rather than sort of sharing, something real with people in an intimate setting. And I don't know. So we're in a different position in that sense. So I think we're just sort of, if we played a big city, maybe we'll just play a smaller club for 2-3 nights in a row instead of playing one huge place.
That's the theme that's generally going around. I mean, Queens of the Stone Age, Josh was saying the same thing. He's like, we're never going to, graduate to Wembley Arena. We're just going to do 12 nights at Brixton.
Right. Okay.
All right, some questions from the message board. MTV2Europe.com for our very special guests on the couch, Jack and Meg White. It's been great to chat with you about the new record.
Thank you.
But to be honest with you, and I never thought I'd say this because I'm almost putting myself out of a job, but it feels even better to hear it. So I can't wait for everybody to go out and buy it and hear it because they're going to love it. Okay, Quick 0295, she's a bit of a regular on the message board. She sets the tone for these questions by sort of saying most of these questions are really bad. And I have to be straight with you, the standard was appalling this time around. But we did salvage a few. One of the questions she follows up with that is, do you guys speak any other languages?
No, I really wish I could. That's one of the talents I wish I could just have, if someone out,
without the hard work.
Right, if someone pick a sort of power, like invisibility or flight or something, I think I'd pick linguistics.
But what languages specifically?
Spanish.
Yeah, it's good.
Because it's so common around the world,
Well, it makes it easier in LA, definitely.
That's true.
What about you, Meg? What language?
What I speak?
The language of love.
Yeah, well, No, that's the toughest language of all.
Yeah, it's the toughest language of all. French is always a good one.
Yeah.
I know a couple of words of French. Would that do?
That's good.
Okay. Now, question here. Do you miss being an underground band now that you've had the big time? And I think sort of what they're trying to say is, going back to what we were talking about a bit before, getting away from the smaller shows, getting away from not having the pressures of...
No, I mean, we never wanted to play for the same 50 people every town, It seemed like we started the tour and we said, well, we're not going to do this for 10 years of playing these same 50 people who like rock and roll in every town or whatever that it was a few years ago.
So there was definitely an ambition when you started the band.
Well, yeah, I guess it got to the point where, the thing we've always gone through is that people have always sort of claimed that, their secret band is now too popular. Even when we had our first 100 people at a show, there was people like, oh,
It's over.
my secret band is gone. And like 2 years later, they made a second album. Oh, I hate them now.
Yeah.
So we've gone through that
theory. I think it's become now, hasn't it? Basically.
Yeah, and now we get people who only have his white blood cells, and then they see us on the cover of a magazine or something. Like, oh, that's my band. They sold out. Well, like you just got here, And
exactly. We released this still. Yeah, I understand. Well, I guess at the end of the day, you can't really think too much about that. You just got to make records, right?
That's true.